Hello everybody, welcome back to Sundayberries. Today we are going to take a look at the second part of a two-part video for Mei Liang Watercolors. These are 52 watercolors that we're looking into. If you didn't catch yesterday's video, I am going to link it right here. And without much further ado, I am going to start swatching. Let's take a look at these colors. The first one is Peach Blossom, and this one has PR8, PR48, and PW6. Quite a beautiful color, very pastel, diluted. This next one is Rose Red, and the pigment is PV1 and PV19. Beautiful. A very good botanical color, I would say. Oh yes, quite a beautiful pink. And the diluted version is quite lovely as well. Quinacridone Rose, and this one is PV19. Beautiful quinacridone rose, quite bright and vivid. You're probably wondering why these two colors look so much alike, and that is because they both share PV19. But they are clearly two different tones. And this one is looking like a granulating one, so let's wait for these two to dry fully to know exactly how similar or how different these two are. The next one up is Lavender, and this one is a pastel color. It does have that white pigment PW6 with it, and the pigments are PV23, PV29, which is ultramarine blue, and PW6. So we can expect this color to granulate. Beautiful. One of the things that we were talking about yesterday was the fact that these colors are very different from the first set from Mei Liang that I purchased. These are quite incredible and granulating colors, and they have retained the very high quality of their colors. So I am quite impressed with them. And yes, you can see that this one is quite granulating, very soft, but it's still there. And this one is also granulating as well. And the granulation on the rose red, it's softer still. The next one up is Lilac, and this one is PV23, PR122, and PW6. So this one too has that white pigment in them. It makes it a really nice pastel. the diluted version. Quite beautiful. I do not have any information on granulation for these colors, but they are obviously granulating in different degrees, but they are, so quite interesting and quite nice. This next one is bright purple, and the pigment is PV3. It's quite a beautiful one, quite strong. Very vivid. Diluted. Beautiful diluted version as well. Deep purple, and this one is PV3 and PB17, so this is a blue violet and quite beautiful as well. Quite similar because they do have they share that PV3 in common. And it does seem to be a granulating color as well. I'm very, very surprised because most of these colors are granulating, but I want to wait for them to dry to really know. But I am very surprised with this color so far. They are both granulating really nicely. Actually, most of them are granulating. Dioxazine purple, PV23. Beautiful. It's not as dark as other PV23s that I've seen, but it's quite beautiful and quite dark as well. So diluted. To be perfectly honest, I'm very blown away by these colors from Mei Liang. They obviously have worked on their formula. These are completely different from the first set that I got. Organic vermilion, beautiful. This is PR4, beautiful. Breathtaking red. It's a very warm red too. Oh, and it makes a beautiful and delicate red. Wow. As a diluted version, and we'll see. I have to wait, but it does look as if it was granulating. I just don't know yet. We'll see. Scarlet. The pigment is PR48 and PR206. Beautiful as well. Diluted version, beautiful. The difference between these two is that this red is more blue leaning than this one that is more of a yellow leaning red. Very warm, very cool. Carmine. Wow. Breathtaking red. PR176. very strong red as well. Beautiful. I made a mistake right here with the carmine. The carmine is actually permanent red. I need to change that. And what I will do is that I will swatch carmine at the end. Unfortunately, I didn't realize I did that. I just realized it. This color here is not carmine, it is permanent red, and the pigment is PR170. I will be swatching carmine at the end. Next one up is dark brown, and this one looks a lot like a sienna. PBR7 is the color, and it is obviously already granulating. I wouldn't consider this a dark brown though. If there is something that I always feel a little bit weird, is the naming of these colors. Beautiful. Fired gold ochre, PBR 25, and this one is quite beautiful. Very earthy and very beautiful. It's gorgeous. Very strong. It's almost a reddish brown. And you can see that reddish tone to it clearly here in the diluted version. Indian red, PR 130. Beautiful, very opaque. Reminds me of Venetian red, but this is a toastier red, quite brown. Beautiful. Ooh, that is gorgeous as a diluted version. Burnt brown, beautiful. And granulating. This is PBR 7 if I didn't say it earlier. And quite beautiful as a diluted version as well. Raw umber, PBR 7. Wow, this one is quite a dark one. Beautiful. Wow. Beautiful, and the granulation, it seems to be quite strong. The diluted version is also quite beautiful, but this raw umber has blown my mind away. Ivory black, PBK 9. Interesting. It is granulating already. beautiful gray out of that ivory black. Gorgeous. Coal black. Wow, very dark. This one is an unforgiving one. Beautiful. It's a beautiful black as well. And diluted version. Lovely. Gold, and this one has no pigment because it's gold. Metallic color. Beautiful. Quite a beautiful gold. It's a delicate kind of gold. It's not like a very strong gold. It's very much a quite breathtaking gold. And diluted, you get this beautiful, also very delicate gold. It's almost granulating. Is it my mind playing tricks on me? Silver, beautiful silver as well. Loving the way these metallic colors are depositing on the paper. Quite interesting and beautiful. And the diluted version for the silver is almost so translucent you can't hardly see it, which would be really nice with a dark ground. And here is carmine, and this is PR 176. And now it does look more like a carmine. Beautiful. And diluted version. Ooh, I'm loving this one. Quite interesting. We're going to take a look at some of these colors that intrigued me the most. And we're going to do a wet on wet. And the first one that we will be taking a look on is olive green. And as you can see, just how nice this starts to spread. The most surprising color was deep turquoise, and here it is. Slow moving in water, but it is quite beautiful. The other one is natural yellow. Look at that. This is the Fire Gold Ochre. And I do think I want to see the Indian red. It's quite slow moving in water, but it's beautiful. Whoops. Ultramarine blue. Let's see just how much this one will granulate. Burnt brown. This one didn't granulate as much as I was expecting. The Indian red granulated nicely. Ochre's green. And turquoise. What will happen? The dark brown. Along with the natural yellow. Ooh, this one is coming out unexpectedly gorgeous. Maybe I should drop a little bit of that here and see what happens. All right, so this one was a crazy thing, but this one is just incredible. It reminds me of scaled skin. Really nice. And this one reminds me so much of Potter's Pink. It's incredible. So we've come to the end of the swatch. We have swatched 51 out of 52 Mei Liang watercolors. And in this part right here, I decided to experiment with some of the colors that really caught my eye. The only one that I didn't swatch was the white for obvious reasons. And I have seen it before because I did swatch it on my first swatch for MeiLiang colors. What I have noticed is that this new line, I'm calling it a new line because I think it's completely different from the one that I tried before. So maybe I'm wrong because I had a smaller set and maybe these colors were there all the time. But I am quite surprised by them. They are still as pigmented and as vibrant as ever, but these seem a lot more natural. The most impressive color out of all of them was the deep turquoise. The granulation is just stunning, and that's why I decided to do a few tests. And the deep turquoise is just beautiful. The only thing that I didn't like was that there was an air bubble there in the deep turquoise, and don't like that. But that was the only thing. Other than that, the set was quite great. This new Mei Liang set of 52 colors is quite breathtaking. As you can see here, this is the first two spreads, and then the rest of the colors, and these are just combinations that I did randomly, just experiments. But as you can see, it's a very complete set. It works for botanicals, it works for seascapes, it works for landscapes. So this is altogether a beautiful set. I am personally very impressed with these colors. They seem to be very different from the first time that I swatched colors from Mei Liang. They feel very natural, they spread really well, they work really nice. As you can see, we tried a few ones, and there are two very strongly granulating colors right here in this Indian red and this deep turquoise. And again, all of them granulate one level to another. Some of them do not granulate at all, but I do see some granulation in most of them. So I don't know if it's the way that the pigment deposits on the paper or if they are truly granulating, but they don't mention anything about granulation in these legends. So I am going by what I see, and it could be the texture of the paper, except for these two are truly, and this one are truly granulating colors. But I find most of them are, so I am really impressed. So if you're looking for a set that it's going to deliver, I will recommend Mei Liang because it can be used by everyone, from beginners all the way to artists. And the most important part is the price, and the price is quite affordable. I don't know if they have changed their formulation or what has happened, but whatever has happened, it's a good change. So here they are. And it's time for me to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this two-part swatching video. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate that you're here, and also to anyone who has been watching my videos. If you want to subscribe, just hit the subscribe button, and if you enjoy this two-part series, please hit the like button. And with that said, my friends, thank you for watching. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Be kind to one another. And I will see you on the next video. Until then, bye.